Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, we're going to open our records retention session. It is January. We'll go with May 21st, 2025. 6:50 p.m. Roll call, please.
Mr. Adams.
Here.
Mr. Anderson.
Here.
Mr. Donaldson. Mr. Lee.
Here.
Mr. Sill.
Here.
Mr. Wayman.
Here. Okay, at this time, for the Records Retention Committee, we have a set of, several sets of minutes that need amended for the records retention.
Mr.
No.
Chairman, that'll be in the regular session
Right.
off of the agenda.
Right.
The records retention, I think Joanne can indicate what we need to do for that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The reason for, we have to have this twice a year, we're required to hold a records retention committee meeting to discuss if we have any records to destroy, and at this time, we do not have any records to destroy.
Okay, no records to destroy at this time.
Correct.
So I believe we can roll into the regular session at this time. And we'll begin by having another roll call for the regular session.
You want
Oh,
to
Lori's-
time out on the other one?
We'll take a minute till Lori gets back.
Yeah,
Oh, the timeout, it'd be 6:52.
there you go.
Okay, thank you. I might need to use that on the
Right,
bottom.
yeah.
Might use that on the bottom.
Are we doing a roll call again?
He thinks it's hammer time.
Okay, Lori, we're going to have another roll call for the regular session, please.
Okay. Mr. Adams.
Here.
Mr. Anderson.
Here.
Mr. Lee.
Here.
Mr. Sill.
Here.
Mr. Wayman.
Here.
Mr. Donaldson.
If you would, please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we have a resolution this evening for the public hearing on the Lake County tax budget for 2026. And this resolution is, Joanne, would you read it, please?
Sure, this is actually we received this resolution from the county, and this is our resolution number 25-13 is the tax budget for the Madison Fire District, and it's where all subdivisions excluding school districts, this budget must be adopted by legislative body, the Madison Fire Board on or before July 15th, and submitted to the county auditors on or before July 20th. And it is the following budget is for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2026, adopted by Madison Fire District. And what I did is I just increased our estimates going forward for next year by 5%, because we don't know what.
You don't know what it's going to be, you know, it's a shotgun.
Yeah, and next year will be our last loan payment,
Last one, I'm sorry.
loan payment on this building.
Oh, good. Okay. Does anyone care to make a motion on 25-13?
I'll make that motion, Mr. Chairman.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Lee, Mr. Sill, and Mr. Lee. Any further discussion on this? Roll call, please.
Mr. Adams.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Sill.
Yes.
Mr. Lee.
Yes.
Mr. Wayman.
Yes. Okay, now we have some sets of minutes from regular sessions of meetings. I'm sure you got them in your packet and saw them. There's several sets here, and everyone needed to be amended. And I need a motion to amend these sets of minutes to do that.
Yeah, that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Some of those I won't be able to vote on because
You could abstain, Tom.
Just
I would just
abstain on those.
abstain from it.
Right, we got enough to.
We're gonna vote on them as a group.
Okay.
We ha-
Oh, you're going to vote on them as a group rather than individually?
Yeah, I don't think we need to do them individually, do we, Ms. Dame?
No, because you're amending them all for the same purpose, so I'm okay with doing it as
Yeah,
a
they're all the
slate.
same. Okay, we have a first and a second, and any further discussion? Roll call?
Mr. So,
Abstain.
Mr. Lee,
Abstain.
Mr. Wayman,
Yes.
Mr. Adams.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
So it's a 5. The 2 abstentions go with the majority.
And then, Mr. Chairman, just so we don't miss it, you'll also need a separate motion to approve the regular session meeting minutes from April 21st meeting of 2025.
April 21st?
Yeah.
Yes, our last meeting.
Yeah. That's a separate one. Right on top, sir.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Oh, okay.
We need to have those minutes approved from our April 21st meeting.
Make the motion?
I'll second it, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Adams.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. So,
Abstain.
Mr. Lee.
Yes.
Mr. Donaldson.
Yes.
Mr. Wayman.
Yes. And we'll make note of the fact that Mr. Donaldson is here this evening.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll move now to bills and payroll. We have bills in the amount of $112,571.96. And we have a tax collection fee of $989.66 and a payroll of $226,057.40 for a total of $339,619.02. That's a lot of change. That's a lot of cheese. Do I hear a motion to approve the bills and payroll?
Yeah, that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second it, Mr. Chairman.
Is there anything you want to discuss, Joanne, about this?
The only thing, so you know, that it did have the purchase of the vehicle in it. that you-
Correct.
the board
Gotcha.
approved.
Yep.
One vehicle.
Yep.
All right, roll call, please.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. So,
Yes.
Mr. Lee.
Yes.
Mr. Donaldson.
Yes.
Mr. Wayman.
Yes.
Mr. Adams.
Yes.
Okay, we'll have the April 2025 financial report at this time.
We started April with $7,780,773.34. Our month-to-date revenue was $238,561.73. Our year-to-date revenue is $2,673,252.41. Again, our month-to-date expenditures is $339,619.02. Our year-to-date expenditures is $1,408,462.26. So we started May with $7,679,716.05. I have encumbered, including the new squad, of $1,178,139.18.
Okay, any questions for Joanne?
Joanne, on the revenue summary page, notice the earnings on investments. How are we doing with those as far as what's the average return that we're getting on some of those as far as the CDs?
I'll get back to you, and I'll get that over to you, Mr.
Okay.
President. I don't have the Wells Fargo statement in front of me.
Okay.
Okay. We'll move now to our opening public portion. Anyone online?
No, sir.
Thank you. Okay, legal counsel.
The only thing I have is a request to have an executive session later on this evening to discuss personnel, including consideration of employment, dismissal, discipline, demotion, promotion, and charges or complaints against an employee pursuant to ORC 121.22G1, and also to discuss pending litigation per ORC 121.22G3.
Is that it?
That's it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll move now to old business. Is there any old business to be discussed this evening? Okay, new business. We have the doorbell access project, and I'll ask the chief if he'd speak to that, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yeah, as mentioned in the past, we've been kind of looking at upgrading some of our tech for security and access to the stations. We currently have the door systems that are more of a push button, which we're going to keep those because each one of those doors handles are about $800, and to upgrade to more of a tech version of those are almost double, and we have more than 20 of those in the district. So for now, we just wanted to add something at the front and backs of both stations so that not only we can protect the staff with security, but we can also know who's visiting. And if the other station is out, the one that's still in house, or the officers at least, can see who's there and direct them if they need something or need to stop to the office, or for deliveries that are coming in. So that's why we went with this doorbell upgrade project. It's more of it's like a ring style for 3 of them, which is the back of this station and the front and back of station 2. And then for this entrance up here, we can have more of a buzz-in type style that's a little more advanced. It'll still do the same thing as the other 3, but Lori will be able to buzz people in, and it'll be a little more user-friendly. And also people can have it up on their screens while they're working. I know Lori has her back to the front there as she's working, and people are coming in the door. So a lot of times she doesn't see them, or I don't see them until they actually are inside the building, inside the vestibule there. So this will give us another layer of security and control our points of access, if you will, at least the front and backs. It's a wide angle, so it'll catch, I believe it's 170 degrees, so it's almost going to catch just about everything that it's looking at in that area. So CMH is who's our IT provider. This system will integrate very well with what we currently have, and as well as there's going to be some wires that have to be run, some construction, if you will, as far as electrical goes at both stations, along with some of the hardware that goes along with it to control everything. So this is up for discussion and consideration. The only thing is the quote is good through 6/3. If we so choose, if we want to table it, of course that's entirely up to you all, but I definitely recommend us going with something. Our cameras here are a little outdated, and everything we use for these cameras has to be a subscription, whereas these do not going forward. So there's an upfront charge right now, but going forward we don't have to pay any more than that. So we'll be able to control everything in-house and have another layer of security at both stations. Plus, it has an AI component, so it'll be able to detect threats. We can line it up with either faces, weapons, license plate readers. So and we can actually add cameras to it if we want to do it at the corners of the buildings and as we see fit as we go forward. So I'll entertain any questions on this.
Any questions from the board for the chief? Discussion?
Where's the, as far as the storage then how does that work? As far as how long does the storage last? When does it?
I think it's set up to whatever we want it to do. We can do 7 days, we can do 30 days. I don't think
And
there's
who would
really
monitor
a-
those, those files?
It'll be in our system, in our cloud system. CMH manages all of our stuff right now. We could set it to delete after so many days, or however we got to do it. So, and they're live cameras too, so we can log in and have them up on our screens as we're working through the day, see people coming and going, and just give us another layer of viewing on both stations. Trucks are going in and out.
Probably a good idea, I think, to have that
With our day and age, I don't think,
Yeah,
it's
when
kind
the
of a
chief-
requirement these days.
Yeah, in this climate, exactly.
Yeah, when the chief sent this out to us, I replied, I thought it was, you know, I mean, for $10,000+, I think it's it's something that we should have had a long time ago. I mean, we have a substantial investment in each one of our stations. And I don't think the security that we have right now is sufficient. So, hey, I'm gonna vote yes on this.
Anyone else care to comment on the project?
Do any of your staff have any questions about being on camera? Like, is anybody concerned about that? I know sometimes that's a concern. People feel like they're being watched.
Well, it's not inside the stations per se, but I think it's a public building, so people come and go as they want. I think it's kind of it's no different than cameras in driving down the road
They're everywhere
for us,
now.
yeah. No, we're not putting them in
Yeah, it's not like
bedrooms
they're
or
in their bathroom
private
or
rooms
anything
or
like that. So
even
we're good.
offices, yeah, so.
It really wasn't where, I was thinking more like if somebody shows up late
Oh,
and you
yeah,
can see
well-
when they actually pull in and those kind of things, or
I-
leaves early and they say they didn't. You know.
With all the technology, your phone is a device. Everything's timestamped, so I don't think nobody's really mentioned anything
So the
about
short
it.
answer is no.
No, correct.
Check.
Well, if the board is good with this, I think we should move on it tonight.
I also think it'd be for the safety of our employees, and, you never know when somebody either close to 90 here can come off the road and
Oh, yeah, we're right
upset
on the
with the
freeway.
fireman or upset with somebody, and I think,
Good idea.
that's, to me, our employees are
Right.
very important to us, and they do an outstanding job, and we've seen it happen on TV, the firemen that got shot there in Cleveland, if we can prevent that or even catch what happened, who did it, what, but like I said, they're close to Interstate 90, boom, gone. That's my opinion.
Okay. I think we should move forward with this if you guys are privy to that idea.
Yep. I'll make a motion to approve this.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the doorbell upgrade project. And any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Wayman.
Yes.
Mr. Adams.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Sill.
Yes.
Mr. Lee.
Yes.
Mr. Donaldson.
Yes.
Okay. The next bit of business is, can't find the resolution.
There you go, Mr. Chairman, you can use it.
We have a resolution authorizing additional compensation to Justin Meister, Fire Chief, increasing his annual salary on a one-time basis in the amount of 2% and authorizing payments provided herein. Do I hear a motion on Resolution 25-14?
You have that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Sill.
Yes.
Mr. Lee.
Yes.
Mr. Donaldson.
Yes.
Mr. Wayman.
Yes.
Mr. Adams.
Yes.
Okay. That brings us to the all-important chief's report.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for that additional compensation. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All your support.
You've earned it.
All right, the chief's report. I'll start with the anniversaries like we always do. One of our most important employees, Administrative Assistant Lori Hoja, 4 years.
Awesome.
Wow.
Time flies. Firefighter Jeremy Newer has 13 years. Firefighter William Wema at 19 years. Myself, I just passed my 24th year here. And firefighter Scott Wells is rolling high there at 32 years. So
Wow.
amazing career so far. Financial overview, we've collected about 56.2% of our expected tax revenue. EMS revenue collected is about 38.7 of the yearly projection, and we spent about 28.1% of our annual budget. Staffing overview, it's fairly stable. We do have the summer vacation season coming up, which is always, we run at minimums or a little bit above minimum. However, we did hire 3 new part-time staff that are onboarding soon, so hopefully maybe we'll get them sworn in at next month's meeting if everything works out. We responded to 298 calls, which is a little bit lower for us typically. Usually we're in the 3 to 350 range each month, so that was good for the staff to get a little bit of a reprieve before trauma season here. Fire inspections are ongoing. Everything's in your board folder, nothing of note. Vehicles, we did have the new chase vehicle purchase that Joanne mentioned, the chase vehicle for Station 2. We did have the lights and sirens installed by Hudson Communications. They did a very nice job. And I think it went in on a Monday, and the following Friday it was back, and it's in the bay right now, awaiting some decals and fluorescents and chevrons on the back. One of our engines, the one at Station 2, the newest one, which is the older of the new engines, had some electrical odor issues. They haven't found anything yet. It's been to the mechanic a couple times, but it did also have a turbo replaced. We're not sure if it was related to that or not, but that's back in service and running right now. Our goal at the June's meeting is going to be to service the Dodge Chargers, the black ones we got from the PD many years ago. Those are showing their age with rust and a lot of things. They served us well for a while, but it's time to put them out the pasture. Excuse me. Buildings, station spring cleaning is going well. All the crews in their respective areas are cleaning and making things nice around here. We have preventative maintenance completed on our HVAC systems, and nothing major was found this year. Last year we did find some significant issues with some of the components that were fixed. So this year we kind of reaped what we sowed from last year, and everything's looking good at both stations. We do need to build a small dog house along with a gutter at the back, the barn, the gym at the Station 2. The mini split back there with the harsh winter we had a little bit of ice damage back there, so we're going to protect it. There's nothing wrong with it, but Captain Henry and I discussed how to mitigate that situation down there and make it a little bit better for our HVAC for the back. The bell was relocated by the village crew, so thank you for that. Jason Chapman called me the one day, said, "Hey, these guys already have it pulled out and ready to go. Where do you want it?" I'm like, "I don't know, bring it up to the station, we'll figure it out." So eventually it's sitting off to the side here. We're eventually gonna make a nice home out front with a little memorial. So Lieutenant Samples in touch with Trevor Beam about taking care of that, especially with the large donation we got last year we're going to use for that. Station 3's generator, I know I mentioned that a few weeks ago. That's up and running smoothly. The components came in, and they were a lot cheaper than I thought they were going to be, so no issues with that so far. Station 3's drains, as I mentioned, they're flowing well again, and no ick the last couple weeks, so Vince's came out that same day and took care of it like they did Station 2's issue, and everything seems to be okay with that. Station 3, the sign out front, I don't know if you know, the department shield is starting to show its age. I think that morning sun's just been beating on that forever, so we're going to look at the sign company and possibly getting that replaced and making it a little bit refreshed, so I'll keep you posted on that project as we move through the rest of the summer here. The officer stuff, Lexipol, been meeting with them probably once every 3 or 4 weeks. I do have another meeting next Wednesday. They did integrate our old policies in with the new ones they recommend. So I'm just now getting the officers onboarded with reviewing all of that stuff. So the project's moving along. It's a lot bigger now, so it's just going to take some time. So it is moving along, and we'll be reviewing this project again next Wednesday with them, with Howard from Lexipol. Alad Tech, the scheduling software, is going well. A lot of the staff is taking that and using it for their little pieces of our department operation, like truck checks, like fuel forms, training documents. So a lot of things are getting integrated into that now. And we did trial it with the payroll system this past this past payroll cycle, and everything seemed to be working well. So it's been 2 months in. Everyone's kind of, and Lieutenant Brewer's been kind of the backbone leading that tip of the spear with this program, and everyone's doing really well with it. So I anticipate a lot more stuff's going to be added to it, and it's going to be good for us for many years. Annual hose testing's coming up soon. Right now, we're doing hydrants. You'll see our trucks and our folks out and about spinning those things and making sure they're good, and reporting the ones that aren't up to snuff. AFG grant, we're still waiting on our air pack. We have over about $200,000 in grants for that. Nothing's been announced yet, so fingers crossed. The East End Fire Chiefs are bringing back the officer meetings for the East End departments. We started this a long time ago when Lieutenant Henry, myself, and Fallhammer got promoted back in 13. I think right after that, the East End, we started meeting as just line officers to discuss, not only to meet and greet everybody, but to kind of talk about what works, what doesn't work, as we go to other communities to help them. So we have a lot of new officers here. There's a lot of new officers in the county. So the East End Fire Chiefs decided it was a good time to start the program up again. So I believe that June 9th, 10th, and 11th is going to be the first meet and greet for them. Training updates for May. We have the specialty equipments. These were kind of as needed as the weather permits. So we have the Polaris, which is our side-by-side off-road vehicle, grass unit. We have the Sea-Doo, which is the jet ski. Of course, it hasn't been very nice for that. I don't think they've been out yet. Last week, Lori and I attended the Lake County Safety Council, and at Lakeland Community College, we went to a fall protection presentation and also a transitional work program, and met some of our folks from Sedgwick. So that was a nice outing for us to meet and greet some of the folks we see over email, but we don't have a face with the name. So it was good. 2 of our members are, I believe, finished up today with their hazmat shift officer class with the county hazmat team. Like I said before, the Bell Project, Lieutenant Sample's kind of spearheading some of that with our memorial out front, and one at each station we're looking to do. And again, thanks to Jason Chapman and the village crew for bringing that up. I also want to mention the township crew as well helped our crews at Station 2 with some of the landscaping. We had some rocks kind of put out there and cleaned everything up. So Paul Cook and the crew down there did a great job as well, helping our crews out with their projects, station maintenance stuff. Right now, there's an EMT M-Track drill going on for mass casualties. So Lake West and Tri-Point, every year they do this to get practice with the apps that we use for anything, God forbid. That's a large scale, many patients. So it's a patient tracking system with tags. So our patients or our people would go on a 911 call just to practice with one patient, scan this through the app on their phone or on the department tablet, and then take them to that respective hospital. They would then receive that through their app so that their people can also practice. You know, like I said, God forbid something like that happens. So the hospitals always try to do that once a year. So we're going through that right now. Public education, New Day Church was here at Station 3 with about 60 people, late April, I believe. And they broke them up in the groups. They had chaperones as well. They put on a nice little safety presentation. B-Shift did a very good job handling all those folks that visited that evening. We have Petra trucks coming up at Madison Public Library on June 5th. I believe it was 6-1 before, now it's 6-5. We did that last year, and a lot of the county resources like ODNR, the maintenance crews, the county crews. It's a really nice event that they put on down there, so we'll be going down there in a couple weeks. Also, there's a 21st annual Firefighters Memorial Ride down in Cleveland. They do it every year to honor the fallen from the World Trade Center. They're also honoring 3 of our local folks who lost their life as well, including Lieutenant Van Kramer. Firefighter Wells, I believe, is going down. He's taking a motorcycle down and participating in that for us on behalf of the department and the family. And then Memorial Day Parade coming up Monday. So we'll have the trucks shined up and ready to go and honor those that paid the ultimate price and take part in the village's ceremony. So with that, I'll entertain any questions or concerns. Thank you.
Sounds like busy times, Chief.
Very busy.
Any questions for the chief?
I just have a couple comments. I want to thank congratulate everyone on their anniversary. Outstanding job you guys are doing, and I want to thank everyone for their service. Doing a great job.
Very good.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
You're quite welcome.
Okay, where are we at here? Public portion again, and I don't think these two gentlemen want to speak. Closing board comments. Any comments from the board this evening?
We're still going to do June 18th at Station 2, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, I just want to,
June 18th at Station 2.
right, at 7, yeah, okay.
All right, at this time, we need to entertain a motion to go into executive session to discuss personnel, to consider employment, dismissal, discipline, demotion, promotion, and charges of complaints against employees per Ohio Revised Code 121.22, and to discuss pending litigation per Ohio Revised Code 121.22.
I'll make that motion, Mr. Chairman.
G1 and G3.
G1 and D3?
G1 and G3, just so we have those.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, G1 and G3. Thanks for correcting me, Mr. Adams, I appreciate that. Mr. Anderson made a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Mr. Sill.
Here.
Mr. Lee.
Yes.
Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
Mr. Wayman.
Yes.
Mr. Adams.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Time is 7:22, I don't believe there will be any business afterwards. I'm
You
sorry,
guys need me to stick around?
I don't think so.
Live still stuff.
Yeah, I think we're good, Joanne. Okay, we are back, and at this time, we would like to reconvene the meeting. The time is 7:59. We met in executive session, and we discussed personnel, and at this time, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So I'll make that motion, Mr. Chairman.
I'll
Is there-
second that.
Second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Lee?
Yes.
Mr. Donaldson?
Yes.
Mr. Raymond?
Yes.
Mr. Adams?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Sill?
Yes.
Meeting's adjourned at 8 o'clock. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Have a safe.